We are focusing on the facts, not fear, in the coronavirus pandemic. We want to tell you first about the number of coronavirus cases here in California. There are now a total of more than 1,224 cases in the state. That is up from just over 1,000 reported yesterday. 23 people in the state have died from the virus. And take a look. Here's the latest numbers in Northern California. In Sacramento County, there are 53 confirmed cases and 3 deaths. San Joaquin County has 29 cases and 2 deaths. 12 people are sick in Placer County with 1 death. There are 14 confirmed cases in Solano County, 5 in Stanislaus and 6 in Yolo County, and 1 confirmed case in Nevada County. El Dorado County now has 2 confirmed cases, and today Yuba County now has 2 confirmed cases as well. Butte County also confirming its first case today, and because of that, visitation at the Butte County Jail is suspended until further notice. And also today, Travis Air Force Base tweeting that they're monitoring 4 positive cases of coronavirus. The 4 people have been isolated at homes off base. There are no confirmed cases on the actual base. And an employee at the Folsom Cordova School District has tested positive for the coronavirus after working last week. According to a Facebook post from the district, the employee is not a teacher and only worked with a small group of students on March 12th. The staff member is at home recovering in isolation.